Quick, I don't know if I've got two questions for you. One is, do you think, how's election corruption, voting? Is there a lot of that? Or is it easy to steal an election in South Africa? Like, let's say the ANC now, okay, the numbers are dwindling. Is it easy for them to influence the IEC to get more ballots in, to get this, to get... I'm not sure, I'm just asking. Maybe it's a... because I always thought, because you would think the ANC's been in power for all these years, you think they've got a big influence on the IEC?
No,
or is it a difficult thing to do?
Look, it's not easy to steal elections in South Africa.
Is it?
You know,
Why not?
Because our checks and balances are quite good. There's great auditing done, you know, proper auditing and stuff like that, you know. There's a voters roll. We know how many people are on the voters roll. When people vote on a particular day, you know, you also know how many people went in there in that voting station.
There's 1,000, so we should have 1,000 ballots.
Then you must count against 1,000 ballots casted there. You know, and political parties have also the leeway to post party agents in those voting stations to observe. You understand? Even when counting is done, party agents are stationed there to observe.
And it's difficult to corrupt all of them.
It's difficult because when the presiding officers report the outcome, they must account for every single ballot casted there, you know. But if there is no proper observation done, it might be possible that politically aligned presiding officers might do the wrong things, but I haven't heard of any of those. Because our IEC, with due respect,
is good.
Is, in my view, does excellent work and have been doing it over a very long period of time, since 1994. In fact, I casted my vote in 1994, first vote, when I was at the tender age of 19, a first-year student at the University of the second-year student, University of the Western Cape, when Nelson Mandela.
I remember I was not couldn't vote, but I remember my mother and them. There was parties afterwards. They all wore traditional outfits, and people stood in on those long queues, and we had a party afterwards, and everyone voted ANC. You also voted ANC?
I voted ANC. I was, you look, when we grew up, you know, we grew up in segregated areas, you know, colored area, black areas, white areas, you know, and we were groomed at school, you know, in politics, you know, that we need to fight to free Nelson Mandela from Robben Island, you know, from jail, and that we must fight, you know, to have one man, one vote, you know, all of those things, you know. We knew the Freedom Charter, we sang it, you know.
And now we don't know it,
Today, those things disappeared.
Do you know the Freedom Charter?
Because those clauses in the Freedom Charter have been neglected. It's not fully implemented by those who are in power now, you know. They threw that document overboard when they came to power. I know President Thabo Mbeki tried his level best, but when his predecessor took over, you know, we went the other way, you know. And that is why many of us left the ANC to join progressive parties like the DA, who changed over time, you know. My views in politics found more and better expression in the policies of the DA than my former political house, which was the ANC.
I also voted ANC. I think when I could vote the first time, I voted ANC. I can't remember when was that. 18, that was on 39, so that's about, let's say, 20 years. 22 years ago. And I think I voted ANC twice, and after that, you start noticing what's happening.
I was voting ANC up until 2004, when ANC got a 2/3 majority under Thabo Mbeki. And then between 2004 and 2008, things went wrong. 2007, the ANC went to Polokwane, that watershed conference. Thabo Mbeki got booted out there. Zuma elected president, and I decided to leave the ANC. And I left the ANC, you know. And I'm not, I don't think I regret leaving the ANC, you know, because I knew, I could see.
If you got any little bit of common sense, you can see that they're not here for the people. They're not here to serve anymore. They